Your dog is lying to you. Every single day, they wake up, wag their tail, and look at you with those soulful eyes, all while potentially masking a level of physical suffering that would bring a human to their knees. In the wild, a dog that showed pain was a dog that invited an attack. It was a sign of weakness that could cost them their place in the pack or their life. Evolution has hardwired your best friend to be a master of disguise. Today at Pets Lifetime, we are going beyond the basics. We're revealing the 5 silent, almost invisible warning signs that your dog is in pain right now. If you ignore sign number 3, you might be missing the only window you have to save them from a life-threatening emergency. Sign number 1, the invisible den and behavioral avoidance. The first sign is often dismissed as just getting older or needing a nap. It's the invisible den. If your dog, who usually follows you from room to room like a shadow, suddenly starts seeking out isolation, they aren't just tired. They are denning. When a mammal is in pain, its brain goes into a high alert state of vulnerability. They seek out small, dark, or secluded spaces where they can't be surprised or bumped. Watch for social withdrawal. Does your dog stay in their bed when you come home? Do they avoid the kitchen during dinner time? This isn't a loss of interest in you. It's a total preoccupation with their own body. They are using every ounce of mental energy to manage their discomfort, and social interaction has become too expensive for their brain to process. If your social butterfly has become a hermit, their body is sounding a silent alarm. Sign number 2, the grumpy shift and tactile defensive responses. We often hear owners say, "My dog is getting a bit cranky in his old age." But cranky is not a symptom of aging, it's a symptom of agony. This is the grumpy shift. If your once gentle dog suddenly growls when a child gets near, or flinches when you touch their hips, they aren't being mean, they are being defensive. Think about it. If you had a shattered tooth or a throbbing back, how would you feel if someone tried to play wrestle with you? You'd be on edge. Dogs experience this same sensory overload. When they are in chronic pain, their nervous system is upregulated, meaning they feel everything more intensely. A simple pat on the head can feel like a jolt of electricity if it vibrates down to a painful neck or spine. If your dog's personality has flipped from sunshine to storm, stop looking at their behavior and start looking at their health. Sign number 3, the prayer stretch. This next sign is the one that sends veterinarians into an immediate state of high alert, and yet thousands of owners misinterpret it as a playful gesture. It's called the prayer position. It looks like a play bow, front legs stretched out flat, chest to the floor, and rear end high in the air. However, look at the face and the tail. In a play bow, the tail is wagging, the eyes are bright, and the dog is bouncy. In a prayer position, the dog is frozen. Their eyes are glazed or squinted. This is a physical attempt to create space in the abdominal cavity. They are trying to stretch out their internal organs because they are experiencing intense visceral pain. This is the classic hallmark of pancreatitis, bloat, or an intestinal blockage. This isn't a request to play, it's a plea for help. If you see your dog holding this stretch for more than a few seconds, especially if they are panting or refusing food, this is a medical emergency. Seconds count. Sign number 4, the 1,000-yard stare and dissociation. Have you ever walked into a room and found your dog staring blankly at a wall, or just gazing into space as if they're watching a movie only they can see? This is known as dissociation, or the 1,000-yard stare. When pain becomes chronic, like the dull, grinding ache of arthritis or dental disease, the brain eventually hits a breaking point. To cope, the dog checks out. Their pupils will often be dilated, even in a bright room, because their body is stuck in a fight-or-flight sympathetic loop. They may not respond when you call their name, or they may seem slow to react to treats. This isn't doggy dementia. It's a mental barrier they've built to distance themselves from the physical sensation of hurting. They are there physically, but mentally, they are trying to be anywhere else. It is one of the saddest, most silent ways a dog tells you they've had enough. Sign number 5, the self-soothing obsession. Narrator. Finally, we have the self-soothing obsession. Dogs don't have ibuprofen or heating pads, so they use the only tool they have, their tongue. We often see dogs with lick granulomas as raw red sores on their wrists or paws, and we assume it's allergies or boredom. While that can be true, more often than not, it is referred pain. Just as a human might rub their shoulder when they have a heart issue, dogs will obsessively lick a joint or a limb that hurts. The act of licking releases endorphins in a dog's brain, natural painkillers that provide a momentary high to mask the ache. If you notice your dog is constantly grooming one specific spot, or if the fur there has turned a rusty brown color from saliva staining, they aren't just cleaning. They are trying to perform surgery on themselves. They are trying to soothe a fire that is burning deep beneath the skin. Your dog spent thousands of years evolving the ability to hide their pain from the world, but they shouldn't have to hide it from you. You are their guardian, their translator, and their only hope for relief. If your gut tells you something is wrong, even if you can't see a limp or hear a cry, trust that instinct. It's better to have a boring vet visit where nothing is wrong than to wait until the silence becomes permanent. Which of these signs surprised you the most? Have you ever caught your dog denning or in a prayer stretch? Tell us your story in the comments below. Your experience could be the reason another owner looks twice at their dog tonight. For more deep dives into your dog's health and the secrets they're keeping, make sure to subscribe to Pets Lifetime. Let's keep them happy, healthy, and pain-free together.